r/AskReddit. What positive effects has the quarantine had for you? Loving not having the commute. I can wake up 5 minutes before work starts and I'm fine. And at 5 o'clock I'm instantly home. And you get chores done around the house during the workday, which makes my weekends truly mine. I mowed the lawn at lunch Thursday. Loving this home stuff. No tollway fees. No fast food lunches. I stopped smoking. I stopped drinking every day. Now I drink once a week. Will have to quit after I run out of alcohol. Started exercising, as being out of breath keeps the nicotine pangs away. I am so proud of you. I hope you continue on this path, and I wish you the best. Been saving a ton of money. I can't believe how much less I'm spending on lunches and coffee breaks and takeout. Our grocery bill is up maybe $40 a month, but our food budget is easily at least $100 lower a week. Edit. Okay, after about a dozen responses asking, I feel like I need to clarify. Our grocery bill is $40 higher a month to account for the fact that both of us are working from home. My wife and I aren't surviving on just $40 a month here. It forced me to change my business from catering big parties to serving carry-out dinners a few at a time. I made a decent living from catering, sure, but I'm making an absolute killing on these dinners, and now I even get to take weekends off. Plus, whenever large parties become a thing again, I will have introduced myself and my product to several hundred potential clients with a marketing expenditure of $7. The cost of the sign I put by the side of the road that simply says dinner, right pointing arrow. I've gotten to spend a lot of time with my aging dog. I totally agree with this. I got to spend time with my old guy. Unfortunately, we had to put him down a few days ago, but it was great to be able to spend the entire day with him every day instead of just a goodbye in the mornings. I'm sad he's gone, but being with him a lot over this time definitely made our goodbye a little easier. I'm one of those people who started to do their balcony. 3 years in a row my balcony was dirty and without any plants. Now I cleaned up and put up some plants and it starts to look really nice. Careful. I started with 2 plants and now it's well over 100. Gardening is an amazing but addictive hobby, but it's the best feeling watching them grow a little bigger each day. I know what you mean. I'm constantly looking at plants now when I'm in a flower shop, haha. Good things is my balcony isn't really that big, so I can't get to over 100 lol. Due to my job and the hours I work, I spend most of my time alone. There are days when the only people I see are the person who worked before me and the one who works after me, but now my roommates work from home and I actually have people to talk to and be around. I feel like it's been good for my mental health. This is the opposite of my situation. Before, I only saw people when I went out. Now I don't see anyone. Not good for my mental health. Now I don't see anyone. Not good for my mental health. A lot of people can agree. I have started working out. Good job, random redditor. Thank you, random redditor. I've been going on daily walks in wooded areas, noticing things in nature I'd never paid attention to before. Good for you. I've been getting out to local, largely deserted trails and it's been lovely. Local, largely deserted trails are ducking lit. I've stopped wearing makeup and have become super confident in my natural appearance. I'm 30 years old and can only recall going barefaced a handful of times in the last 15 years. My skin looks seriously amazing. And frankly, the full gamut of war paint made me look older than I realized. I think after quarantine, I'll still wear makeup on certain special occasions, but it won't be on the daily, nor as a compulsive. I can't leave the house without my face cause I look like a troll necessity. I'm finally not exhausted. I've slept better than I have in years. I'm broke AF, but at least I'm sleeping. LOL. I didn't believe sleep impacted my health and well-being before this, because I can function on little sleep. I thought I was one of those lucky people that don't need sleep. I've learned I needed the sleep I wasn't getting. Feel like a different person. My company, who had a firm no working from home policy, has finally seen how well everyone is doing while working from home, and have talked about loosening restrictions post-virus. My boss just said when he opens the office he's going to make it voluntary to work there versus work from home. Because everyone did such a great job working from home, now everyone gets to pick full-time from the office, full-time from home, or split. So happy. I've had time to learn more about myself. I am in recovery from alcohol abuse, so after years of numbing myself, I've been relearning how different emotions feel and how I react to those emotions in a safe environment. I also have been doing the same, working with a psychologist to deal finally with my traumas and all the abuse I endured when I was a kid. I honestly feel lighter. Happier. I love being stuck at home. I work from home usually, and I love it. But now my wife is also home part of the day, which is really nice. I really don't want her to return to the office. I'm on the other side. My girlfriend usually works from home, so she's not used to me being about, and I'm apparently a big distraction. I keep getting sent upstairs. Not that I mind. Got my computer up here. I feel awful even saying it, but I work in software, so my job and productivity didn't change one iota. It took me about an hour one way to get into the office, and I'd usually buy a lunch instead of make one, though Lord knows I tried. I even subbed to our meal preps in day without ever actually prepping anything. That counts, doesn't it? Being home. I do cook a lot more though. My son is also not in daycare, which was costing me like $170 a week. No more gas, plus no more going out to eat, plus no more daycare, plus no more random I'm tired and don't feel like cooking, let's just go out equals thousands of dollars appearing into the savings account, seemingly overnight. Where do you live that daycare is only $170 a week? That's a steal. Not OP, but that's about what we paid for an in-home daycare in Scottsdale, AZ. Childcare is ducking bonkers. Man, I stay home now because it just wasn't worth working simply to pay for childcare. I had always been overweight, lacking self-esteem, hating my body and myself. Quarantine gave me enough time for a transformation, and I started at 78 kilograms and I'm now 67 kilograms already. I'm proud of myself, and I want to lose even more. Edit. A lot of people asked, so here's a basic idea of what I did. Have an approximate idea of the calories I eat, and working out to burn them. I usually ate 1200 calories per day and burnt about 600-800 excluding the calories burnt while you do nothing. Tried intermittent fasting. I didn't eat after 8 PM and ate again the next day after 12 PM. Try to eat very less fat, lesser carbs and more protein. You can search for protein-rich foods, drink lots of water and stay hydrated. I drank around 2-3 L per day, work out on cheat days and eat healthy on rest days. Also, to everyone else who's working for the same, I wish you all the best. You all can do it. Stay determined. Work for that body you want. Edit 2. Thank you for the awards. A lot of you may suggest it's an unhealthy rate, and I'm starving myself. I would like to make clear that I eat when I'm hungry, and I exercise until I have just enough energy to get through the day. Yes, to some of you all it may be unhealthy, but it's truly the first ever thing that's worked out for me. It's different for all of us. I've tried to lose weight a couple times but to no avail. This is an exception. Thank you for your concern. I don't feel compelled to do any social activities or cut my hair. Two things that I normally feel like I have to do, but with isolation dictating those things, I finally feel free, while bound at home. I had a birthday in April and it was so freeing not to have to plan something social for it. I learned how to play dominoes, make mashed potatoes, and cook ribs, all of which I thought would be hard but were actually ridiculously easy. I haven't worked since the 16th of March, and now I'm a couple weeks away from finishing my first novel. That's amazing. I've been doing the same, working on a book that I've been writing for a few years but had put away. I've started rewriting whole chapters. I've also started doing watercolors. Good luck with your novel. The housing, mostly flipper and Airbnb, market has slowed down enough that I might finally be able to buy a house. Even with the slow, it's still a tight ducking squeeze. I've been waiting 6 years. We bought a house after almost 8 months of trying last month. The investors and snowbirds would buy houses sight unseen. The day they listed, I'd get an alert about a house and tell our realtor to make an appointment that day for after I got off work. and I'd be on my way home when he'd called to say the seller accepted an offer. He thinks the only reason we got a house is because it slowed down thanks to the virus. I was burnt out at work and with being social all the time, so spending quality time with myself has been great. On top of that, not having time to myself resulted in me not cooking my own meals, and I've gained a bit of weight in the last year. I've been cooking my own healthy meals and going out for long bike rides. No idea if I have lost weight, I get obsessive over the scale. I have been living in sweats and leggings the last few years and decided it was time to put effort in how I look. I've started learning about how fashion works and donated some of my clothes. My room was depression messy and I cleaned it right after my work shut down and have kept it clean since. Making my 16-year self proud. I have always been a heavy gamer. When I was 16, had time but no money, then started working and having money to buy a decent PC, but no time. Quarantine allowed me to play all the games I hadn't in the last years. Also went back to learning German. Been mostly good for me so far. Oh man. So many positives. I bartend in a restaurant, so I've been laid off and collecting unemployment, and it's more money than I make in a week. I paid off my credit card debt. My carpal tunnel has healed. I have been drinking significantly less. Quit smoking. I've been cooking more. Saving money by not going out. I have a regular sleep schedule. I've been reading more. I've lost weight. I don't wear makeup anymore and my skin cleared up. I got a puppy and I've had all the time I need to train him. And so much more. This run-on sentence could go on for hours. I think the best thing is realizing how important it is to make the most of time away from work and to establish a routine that doesn't revolve around a job. It made it feel right for me to be by myself. I'm still not convinced it's positive, but I've probably gained about 10 pounds and have not made myself throw up since the 19th of March, the longest stretch I've gone in about 10 years. My body feels so different and it feels like I have curves in pants that fell off my hips just a few months ago. Terrified yet kinda proud of my new butt. Edit. OMG, thank you all so much. I've been so secretive and ashamed of my eating disorder for so long, while support has me legit in tears. Well done. I'm so proud of you. 4 exams in a little more than 1 month. I've only the thesis left and managed to get to one of my dream universities. Yep, can relay on that. Ducking finally finished my ducking PhD thesis, which cost me ducking 3 years of my nerves and got that job I have ever dreamed of. Keep going, mate. I still have to go to work, as I am in healthcare, but the traffic and parking spots have never been better. The lack of traffic has been wonderful. Rush hour has been non-existent. My teenager is being nicer than she's been in years. Less stress, fewer ways to escape the consequences of hurting others, re-evaluating her life and realizing we've had reasonable expectations all along. Don't know, but I'm enjoying it. Mine is the same. She says she has learned a lot about herself and has had some things put into perspective. She's exercising. Her room is immaculate, and she is much easier to get along with. I doubt this will get seen, but God, I love my wife. I've been one of the lucky few who has been able to actually work through this whole thing, but still not being able to go out has been amazing. I get to spend as much time possible with my best friend. We never get tired or annoy each other. The extra time we've had has been absolutely amazing, and I want people to know that's how it should be with your significant other. You should want to spend every second with them and grow together. Edit. I've gotten so much unexpected feedback from this comment. It warms my heart to know there are other people out there who have a similar relation with ESO. I love you all. I ended up quarantining with my boyfriend at his apartment after possibly being exposed, so I wouldn't put my high-risk parents in danger. We decided to move in together for real, have both been working from home and saving up money, and are looking at the possibility of buying a house. I'm not sure we would have been able to take these steps in our relationship without quarantine. Also, the new hours I've been working have given me the time to see a doctor about a long-standing condition that I'm finally receiving treatment for and going to be going through surgery soon to hopefully fix it. Again, I don't think I would have taken this step if quarantine hadn't made it possible. Have had a consistent exercise schedule. It's helped a bit with keeping my mood stable. Decided to paint again. Same. I've done 3 different pieces now. Quit smoking. I've saved some money. I've had time to work on my hobbies. I've spent quality time with my husband. And I have actually gotten closer with a couple of friends and colleagues as we all support each other through this. Trying hard to look at the positives. Because the negative of my anxiety spiraling out of control is unbearable some days. I lost some weight because I wake up late every day and only eat 2 meals a day. Got a lot of small jobs around the house done I've been meaning to get to. I will be getting out of quarantine debt free. My wife has breast cancer, was pretty aggressive, was diagnosed back in August and finished chemo towards the beginning of the year. She has since undergone a few big surgeries, mastectomy, plastic sleeve hysterectomy, and recovery since the quarantine started. I'm a school teacher and had I been in school, I would have had to take a big pay cut, due to only having 4 sick days a year, gone on long-term FMLA, or quit. With the shutdown, I've been able to be there for her, tell her how beautiful she is every day, cook, clean, make sure kids are fed, active, engaged in activities, keep myself sane et al. The quarantine could not have come at a better time, and for all the hurt and death it is causing, our highly immunosuppressed family has been able to hold everything together through this. Thank you for your question. I've really enjoyed reading all of these. Actually making more money now and working less, as an essential worker with a reduced salary plus unemployment. Suffering from bipolar 2, the boredom pushed me to clean my room, do the laundry every week and fold it. It may not sound much, but for a person who hated doing chores, it really changed me. Also, my girlfriend and I have a deeper bond and understanding of each other. It's amazing what boredom can do. Spending more time with my family instead of just being in my room gaming. I am now excellent at making bread and fresh pasta. I'm a doughboy now. I've moved back in with my parents for the first time in 8 years, and instead of it being hell like I thought it would be, we're actually really improving our relationships and for the most part enjoying spending time together. Might actually have a positive and healthy relationship with my mum for the first time ever after all this. My mum doesn't have to wake up at 5 AM and come home at 5 PM anymore. Her face doesn't look like she wants to give up on life anymore. I got on methadone and quit using heroin after doing it for almost 5 years non-stop. I'd been overwhelmed the last 2 years by people, socializing and noise. I made the most of having people I love so close, but now I've been home alone for 2 months and it's bliss. I feel so refreshed and like me. I was like 4 very skinny. I was almost only 55 kgs. I guess now I have gained some weight, my skin has gotten clear and my health, mental and physical, is getting better. I am a full-time nanny of 3. I have been working with the same family for 5 years as of this June. I moved into their home around the middle of March. I am now on week 8 or so of quarantine with them. And while we have been ridiculously busy with various activities and homeschooling, I am the happiest I have ever been. I am surrounded by love and kindness. I am treated with respect. My mental health is at an all-time high. I feel that I am now able to experience the type of loving family that I was so longing for growing up. Not to sound selfish, but the quarantine was the best thing to have happened to me. I was in a downward spiral from weed abuse, alcohol abuse, sleep deprivation, weight gain, eating constant junk food, caffeine overdoses and wastage of money. Over the last 2-3 months I have not had a sip of alcohol, no weed, sleeping well, fasting, only home cooked meals, quit coffee and tea, no wasting money. Made some extra money while unemployed and also got the stimulus money. As a result, paid off my student loans entirely. Only had like $3,600 left to pay. Built an entirely new computer. And just replaced our bedroom TV that kept losing sound and would make the room too hot. Already back to work. So I know I am essential to my business. And I'm saving money. I basically got a week's vacation. My husband got 3. Just have to hope we don't get the Rona now. I've learned to be more independent. I don't have to rely on my boyfriend to be happy, and doing stuff on my own is just as fun. I had a baby before the lockdown started. I was projected to go back to work the 13th of April. Because if the lockdown all schools were closed, so I was temporarily laid off until further notice. This gives me way more time with my baby than I ever would have. So it's a blessing to watch my newborn grow into a toddler. The importance of flossing daily. As an essential worker, you get really familiar with your own breath with a mask on constantly. It has been ask me anything for my relationship with my partner. We are super busy normally and both under a lot of stress because of our work situations. Having to slow worry down and losing a lot of the tension of not having to hustle every day because everything was cancelled has given us the chance to hang out and enjoy each other's company. We've talked quite a bit about how we both needed a break and also how happy we are that we're having so much fun together even though we're broke. I can actually work without worrying about school time too much, along with playing games on my laptop and console. Been playing the hell out of Forza Horizon 4 and Far Cry 5 recently. Whoa, you made it to the end? You're a ducking beast. I'll cut you a deal. Smash like and subscribe for more curated content, bruh. It's free and that's a great price.